So I'm going to cook some food now on my stove that I reviewed earlier on. So I've got some, spring vegetable soup, and my faithful metal cup to cook it. Okay, so it's chugging away now, so we'll see how we get on. Got a bit of a breeze blowing here, so that'll be interesting to see how long it takes to heat up ready for eating. She'll wait and see. Packet of crisps as well to add to it, and my spoon. Hopefully we'll have a nice vegetable soup in a minute up here on Dartmoor. It's what's the date today? So it's 27th today, 27th December. And all goes well. Oh, it's cold up here. Well, it's bubbling away already actually, so I better get the spoon on this and hopefully to get a move on. Yeah, it's starting to bubble already. It won't take long really. It's a pretty good stove to say the least. Just have a quick taste of that. Yeah, that's warming up nicely. Better hang on for a bit longer. It's really good. So it's quite chilly up here this morning. It's only 4 degrees, 4.2, nothing special as regards cold, but foggy as well, and 5 mile an hour breeze, and it does feel cold and damp on the hands, and it's sort of the cold sort of sinks into you really. Yeah. Okay, what we like here now. Careful this, I've got to make sure that when I pick this up in a minute, I use a tea towel or something, or else it's going to be too hot. What's that like there? Getting there. Lovely. Right, stop that a minute. Right, well that's sufficiently hot for me now, so I'm going to turn it off, because if it's too hot, I'm not going to be able to drink it, and I want to enjoy it now. So it probably took a couple of minutes up here. So it's a really, really good stove. See, recommend it. I'm not sure this model is available, but there are current models very similar to it, which I'll put on the link below. So we are. That's nice and warm to say the least. Very nice. Most refreshing on a winter's day on Dartmoor. Very nice. Hi, this is a review about a Sungas portable stove, platinum Alpine stove, and I just want to review this. I've used it a few times before, and I'm just going to review the actual device first, and then later on I shall take it out onto the hills. Although I've used it before, I shall take it out into the hills in the wilderness and try it in real life conditions. So basically it comes as it is, like this, in a box. Okay, you pull the stabilizers out like so, attach it to the ground nicely. Let's pull that off there a minute, it's got stuck under there. Okay, there we go. So you've got a piezo starter there. Can't see the spark. Oh yes, you can. Just about see the spark there. And it connects to a, in this case, it's a self-sealing C500. So the standard fitment for this is a universal EN417, if I want to be technical. So screw it on like so. Get that to go in there. There we go. Oh, still not going there. Here we are. Up nice and tight. There we go. And what I tend to do is to just pull the canister a little bit away from the actual stove itself. Now I can smell that, so that's good. I've turned it off. There's a little bit of gas sometimes escapes when you just put it up, but once make sure it's tight and you're okay then. Okay, so from there on then, we can very gently turn it on and push the starter button, piezo button. There we go. We've got that nicely going there now. When I go out on the moors, I take this with me. It's a very large aluminium or metal mug, and this will kick out a lot of heat. So I'm going to turn it off now because we're in a place where I don't want it to be on too long. So I'm just going to turn it off, right off. Okay, so stats about this. Well, first of all, I wouldn't rely upon this click piezo ignition to work, because life is things go wrong. So when I'm on Dartmoor, I'd either take one of these or a cigarette lighter, not that I smoke, as a backup. Because if it doesn't work for some reason, I don't know, whatever it might be, then you are stuck, well and truly. So a few facts and figures about this. Okay, so it'll boil a pint of water in approximately 2.5 minutes. But, you know, it really does kick out some heat. It actually kicks out 2 kilowatts of heat. So there's a lot of heat coming out there, a lot of heat energy besides that. And it could also heat up an area of a tent. You have to be very careful, of course. But it heats an area up very nicely. It heats food very, very quickly. We've used it at home during power cuts, but it's very handy out on the camping situation, or if you're running. You can get small canisters, not necessarily this size. You can get the small ones that I use sometimes, the Coleman ones, to also fit. But remember, it does burn a lot of energy quickly, so the canister, of course, wouldn't last very long. So that's about it for the minute, before we go out onto the real situation. It's got a fuel preheater there, so when it's cold, the gas will come up through there. So obviously, once the flame's going, that's heating up the tube in there with the gas coming through to make sure it works efficiently in cold weather. So that's really good. So that's about it for a minute. I'm going to leave that as it is, and next bit of it will be in a real life situation on Dartmoor.